はい。 What's up, buddy? Doing pretty good. Having some fun out here. It handles pretty good at the start. It starts getting tight there towards the middle of the run. You get behind other cars, you get aero tight quite a bit. But being on older tires out here in the lead, not taking this time, uh, hopefully you don't get run over. Yeah, I'm just trying to, wait to take tires till we get that stage break at 45. Oh,
Hey, Brian, we can't hear you on stream. Just so you know.
I'm
Yep.
gonna try to get back to the inside. I want to restart on the
Oh my
inside.
goodness,
You'll
this
swap
whole
with me
time.
till real quick.
Thank you. Alright, bud, I'm going to get you back down there. Oh, so this whole time I've been talking? Oof. And you couldn't hear not a thing. My apologies for that one. So as you see here, Brandon Moore is going to lead them back green. As you see, Kyle Heath back up there towards the front with Deuscher, Randy, Jacob Carter, Hayden Lowell, Tyler Myers, Josh Small. As you see that big stack up there for the restart. As Brandon Moore, gets a little tight. They maintain it. About to be 3 wide here. As you see, Zach's lifted a little bit. So, and you saw Brandon Moore didn't take any tires. And there is the second caution of the night. Stack up there, and some more. Oof. That's the difference between tire taken and no tire taken. So we'll go back and take a look and see what had happened there. So you see Josh Small here. Oh, man. A lot of carnage, a lot of flipped vehicles, and so on. Oof. That is very unfortunate with the stack up there. Well, let's see what led to that. As he right on board here with Zach. We'll go back a little bit. So as you see here, Zach was getting a very good entry in. Had to check up. Brandon getting a little tight. Zach hit him. Randy finished Zach off, and that is that. And Josh Small gets collected in that. T-boned and some more. And that is that. My apologies, I am back. I had to grab a drink real quick, so. Honeycutt will lead the field to green this time with Kyle Heath on the outside. Honeycutt's teammate on the inside. Brandon Moore on the outside. Jacob Carter back to the inside. Tyler Myers on the outside. Austin Moore behind his teammate. What a wild race so far. So, Honeycutt's about to lead the field to green here. As the safety car will pull off this time. When they come back to green, they will have 15 laps. To the green. Well, to the comp, unless a caution comes out closer to it, then that's when we will call it. But as you see here, Honeycutt about to lead the field to green. As they get ready to go, green flag is back out. Honeycutt comes to lead this lap. As Honeycutt and Lowell get it going. Kyle Heath sticking strong with them. As you see there. As you get all these cars all beaten and nicked up back here, as you see the 53 of James. 24 of Jason Adams here. Hanging out, got clear passageway from his end. Sitting comfortably P12. But now here comes James getting by Matthew Huntsaker. Sorry, Dakota. My apologies. As you see, Jim Coleman'sberger looks to get to the outside of Myers to take that P10 away from Tyler Myers. As you see, Dakota gets by Tyler Myers. Going to have Myers and Randy. Randy's going to look to get by Tyler going into 3 and 4. As they almost made contact there, as Zach Dorsey looks to make the charge back up to the front. We do have a little battle going on here with Jacob Carter and Brandon Moore. But now James Sellner looking to get his name known. To get up there. Great run here tonight from Richard. Always good to see it. That is awesome. As you see, he pulls away. As we get back here, Randy looking to pass Jim. As Austin Moore and Brandon Moore are on the outside there. As Larry Blair looks to get by. Brandon Moore. Austin's going to get in the middle of that. Get to the low line. As Larry Blair takes P7 away from Randy. But will Randy get P7 back? We'll find out here. He sure does. He's got the clear passageway. But Austin Moore looks to apply the pressure to the quarter of Larry Blair. But now the two teammates here running nice and smooth. Set and sail. As they slowly but surely pull away from Kyle Heath. As Zach Deuscher looks to get by Larry Blair. You see Jim Kommelsberger looking to apply the pressure to Dakota. But now Zach Deuscher's looking to run down Austin Moore. Sick looking paint scheme for Larry. Love it, love it, love it. Maybe we will be able to talk to Larry for a little bit. Once everything gets straight and settled here. Go ahead and run down the top 5 real quick. So see here we got Ryan Honeycutt sitting comfortably P1 for now until his teammate Hayden Law looks to pass him as they sit quarter to quarter, going into turns 3 and 4 side by side for the pass for the lead. As he gets a little squirrely. P3 will be the man himself, Kyle Heath, as he slowly closes in to those front two. P4 is Richard Johns in that 16 machine. P5 will be Jacob Carter. P6 will be, right now, Randy. P7 will be Mr. James Selner. P8, Mr. Austin Moore. P9 will be Mr. Larry Blair. And P10 will be Dakota Bryan. As we get you the action back up front here, as Hayden Lowell leads this field, as Kyle Heath slowly closes in to them. Question is, can Kyle get to them within 6 laps? Really digging that 56 paint scheme. Looks nice. Reminds me of a Martin Truex. Ooh. So as we come back and see here, Chris Robley. Let's see what happened here. Oh, man. So that happened a little bit before. So as you see here, James checks up. Carver didn't see it. And Robley couldn't get stopped. And that is that. Very unfortunate for James. But that'll be that. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yep,
I already
there
did.
I did.
You're welcome.
So this will do it for their caution. So Hayden Lowell will lead them down. Honeycutt. Kyle Heath. Oh, as Hayden slid past his pit stall. That might hurt a little bit. We shall see. Coming off that might give it to Honeycutt. Ooh, Jacob Carter beats them all off. Austin Moore, Honeycutt, Heath, Lowell, John Selner. Wow. They go ahead and talk to Randy. Alright, maybe not. How about Larry? Mr. Blair. Oh. Mr. Blair, it's Brian. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Brian?
What's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just trying to make a good, clean lap and try to work my way up through the field.
I hear you. Solidary P10 here tonight. This will be the comp caution. How is that car feeling in traffic and trying to maneuver around some of these lads out here tonight?
Well, I think the car feels better the longer I get to run it, so I'm not really having much of an issue. I don't know about everybody else, but I think the car feels pretty good, especially on the long run. For me, it does.
Oh, yeah. A lot of these guys are getting a little loosey-goosey here, but I do believe you guys are coming back to the green this time. Good luck tonight. Do you think you have what it takes to bring her home in the top 5?
Hopefully that'll come to fruition when the checker flag flies, man. I don't know. I'm just going to give it my best and try to run a good, clean race.
All right, sir. Good luck to you. Good luck to the BFR Motorsports team, and hopefully we'll see you there at the end.
Yes, sir. Have a good broadcast, Brian, and hope the fans enjoy what's watching.
Yes, sir. Good luck, bud.
All right. Thank you, man.
So as we get back up here to the front, Jacob Carter, Austin Moore, can they do without getting the black flag? We shall find out and see. Jacob Carter gets a start. Austin Moore slips up a little bit. We'll get a shove from Kyle Heath. Austin Moore looks to lose a few spots, but that is all right. He will be okay. Regroup yourself, get her back going, and hope for the best. As you see there, Kyle Heath gets by Austin Moore. Austin Moore gives a little bump to the 33 of Kyle Heath. As we come back here, oof. A lot of slicing and dicing through the back. As you see, Skylar Sixton looks to get to the quarter. Jim Coleman'sberger there. As Jim's going to rock the outside lane. doing the best that he can. Oh, man. Skylar Sixton looks to get a little tight. Cracked the throttle a little bit. And lets Jim go by. Ooh, something happened to Jacob. Looks like Jacob might have gotten a little loose. You see, I lost 3 spots. On that go. If I'm Jacob, I'm just going to pace. I'm going to regather myself and do the best that I can. As you see there, Larry Blair looking to get by Austin Moore as Austin goes to the outside lane. Hanging up on the outside. Oh, man. Skylar Sixton gets tight. Being on the inside of Austin Moore. Third caution, fourth one of the night. We'll go back and look here. And watch and see here. You see here, entering in 3. Oof. I'll have to scroll back a little bit. Couldn't quite see what had happened there pretty good. I do believe Philip Bridgman did make a little contact there. And I don't know if it was Austin coming off, Skylar moving up. Well, you see that little bobble by Skylar. That was Zach Deuscher. Oof. Very unfortunate. Let's ride on board with Zach. See if we can get a good view from his point of view there. We'll come in here. Just barely a little tight. All will be alright. This happens. Patience is the key. If and when you get tight or a bobble like that, the correct thing to do is crack the throttle, collect yourself, and then continue to go. So let's see if I can get a little chit chat with alright, maybe talk to Honeycutt. Mr. Honeycutt, you got a copy?
I do.
How's it going, sir?
A little loose, a little tight, a little everything.
I do see that. I see you and your teammate are up front hanging strong. How's that car feeling? Well, obviously you said a little loose, a little tight, but how is it in the draft behind? Are you a lot more snugger than being out front with that clean air? Are you a little bit more cautious behind the pack or what?
I mean, in the air, it's honestly the same. You just gotta drive a little different. Drag the brakes some, and it drives just the same. It doesn't feel that tight.
Right on. Kyle Heath is very quick. He's one of our seniors here, as I call them, all the ones who've been here for a while. Very quick, very fast. You're going to do everything you can to attempt to hold him off when it comes down to that point.
Yeah, I got 76 more when we go green, so a long way to get to that point, but hopefully we can keep them in the rearview mirror until then.
Yes, sir. Good luck there, bud. Thank you for coming out tonight. And
Appreciate it.
hopefully the best of luck to you.
I appreciate it.
No problem. So I'm trying to figure out if Lowell's leading or Honeycutt. I think it's Honeycutt. But We'll see. Little rough start. Not too many people used to being around select a few, but that will adapt as we get going on. That's how it always is here. But we'll see what they got here and hopefully finish out the 70-something laps here. As the pace car looks to pull off there, as Honeycutt will lead. His teammate there, Hayden Law. Great start by Honeycutt as he drops down in front of his teammate to pick him up, to pull him by Sellner there. But Kyle Heath is probably going to almost get to the corner of that 56. Doesn't quite get it. But Kyle Heath is still in their sights. Same thing with Sellner. Sellner's right there. As Kyle Heath is carrying James Sellner with him to get by the two new gentlemen that had joined this afternoon, Mr. Ryan Honeycutt and Hayden Law. They could bring competition to the field, and that's always a good thing. We'll never complain. See there, Kyle Heath gets to the back of that 56, trying to upset the back of that Ford, but lifts off to carry the momentum in. It's going to slide up in front of James there, but James is going to do the crossover to get to the quarter of that 33 Chevy machine there. As now Sellner looking to get repassed by Kyle Heath. As James Sellner looks to run that middle groove to carry some momentum, but Zach Deuscher is closing in on these top guys. I do believe Zach can get it going. As P8, 9, and 10 in a bag here. As Jim Coleman'sberger is going to get to the outside and work with Larry Blair. They leave Tyler Myers hanging out. But Tyler Myers looking to hang strong there and clear Larry Blair. But Larry might carry that momentum. Coming off the turn. Tyler's going to slide up right in front of him. Larry Blair's going to look for the crossover to the quarter of that 8. As Jim Coleman'sberger hanging comfortably out in P10. With his teammate right behind him there of Brandon Moore. As Tyler Myers looks to pass 2 for 1 there. As he gets by Dakota Bryan and Jacob Carter. As Larry Blair looks to make his pass by Jacob Carter there. See there, Larry arcing his entry in the turn. Coming off. Gonna help Jacob carry the momentum down the backstretch. As Jacob's gonna hang out behind Larry. As Jim, as you're going to see, is going to get a little tight. Ever so slightly. A close battle up here towards the front. Honeycutt, Hayden, and Kyle. as Kyle Heath gets a massive run off that turn there. As Kyle's going to get to the quarter of that 56, he's going to do a little side draft in there to slow him down. And Kyle Heath is going to look to set the entry into turns 3 and 4 to secure that P2. And now get to the quarter of that 18 Ford and look to take the lead here. As Zach Deuscher looks to get in that mix as well. But Hayden is looking to get to the quarter of Kyle. Kyle's going to say, you want the outside, go ahead and have it. Oh, as he rides his quarter, those two will stay side by side as Honeycutt will slowly but surely try to inch his way further out. Doesn't quite get it. 33.56, about even in speed at the moment. Kyle just lifted a little bit. Go ahead, sir. I don't want to burn my tires up that quick. You go ahead. You go get it. .58 of 125 in the books. As Zach Deuscher looks to get to the back, close that gap in on Kyle Heath. As Jim Kommelsberger looks to get by Dakota there. As he looks to pass Jim on the inside. Oh, man. Little contact made there. But now Jim's going to get in front of Tyler Myers. Tyler looks to do the crossover effect. You see Jim hanging strong on the outside there. Dakota's going to jump up there with him and Brandon Moore. As Dakota looks to try to do the crossover on Tyler Myers to take P8 away from Mr. Tyler Myers there. Oof. Tyler Myers almost found himself hooked on the right quarter of that 47 machine there. As we get back going up here towards the front, you see Hayden got by Honeycutt there. Now, Kyle Heath looking to make the pass on Honeycutt if and when he can. So the first car one lap down is Mr. Josh Small. Next time by we'll do our crank it up section of the night. Let you guys get all the wonderful sounds of these Xfinity cars and great little views on the track. to get ready to come out of turns 4. As we take lap 64, we will now do our crank it up section of the night. Hope you guys enjoy listening to the sounds of these cars. As we come back from the action, we saw there a couple of pit takers on that start. We got more coming down. A lot of pit takers. A lot of pit takers. Brandon Moore, Jen Coleman'sberger, Tyler Myers, Matthew Huntsaker. 3 of the 4 BKM drivers pitted. As you show here, you'll see their best lap. See James Sellner, Richard Johns, all making their pit stop. Question is, when does Hayden, when does Kyle, and when does Ryan, and when does Zach and all of them start pitting? Here's the question. Jacob Carter now in the pits. As Kyle Heath looks to make the pass on Hayden. As James looks to put it in the middle there. As James looks to get his lap back. Jason Adams now in the pit. Richard Johns back in the pits. I don't know what happened. Joe Stipe now in the pits. That's Kyle Heath. Matthew Hunsaker. Philip Bridgman now in the pits. Let's check out our wonderful fan cam here. As Kyle Heath makes his pit, Honeycutt makes his. Hayden is still out on the track. Zach Deuscher now comes in. That wonderful blimp cam there. I do believe Hayden's going to make his pit stop this time. As he does. Now we'll cycle the lead over. No, it won't. Dakota is now making his. Justin Steves staying out. As long as he can. To get his additional point, as many points as he can get. But you know, and I know everybody, when you stay out long, that could hurt you in the long run. So, just always keep that in mind. So this will be the battle for the lead here. Kyle Heath, James Sellner wants Justin Pitts. Sellner will get by Kyle Heath. This will be the battle for the lead whenever it cycles out and around. This will be 3 wide for the lead, if it ever does. Sellner said, no, I'm okay. I don't want to be in that mess. As Hayden Law with a little bobble there. As Kyle's going to try to capitalize on it, but doesn't quite get there in the nick of time. See here a lap car playing the key in this thing, as Duran Carver will jump up to the outside. Said, no thank you sir, you can go ahead and have it. Kyle's going to jump up. The two teammates sitting there, Duran Carver and James Sellner. This could work out in Justin Steve's favor whenever he decides to pit. Not sure when, not sure how much longer he's staying out. Maybe hoping for a caution. You see Austin Moore got all the damage fixed. Continuing to come out here and run. Get used to these cars. He was a victim of this race here early on. Couldn't capitalize. It is very unfortunate, but still continue to pace and get used to the cars. As Hayden Lowell leads these guys second, third, and fourth, which eventually be first, second, and third. You see Justin Steves and Josh Smalls now in the pits. As we see here, it now gets cycled over. As all these battles continue around the track, Tyler Myers, James Bryan, Jim Coleman'sberger, and the 2-lap downer there, Richard Johns. Very unfortunate for him. A great run today. I will say I will be satisfied with that, though. With that run. As they are 3 wide coming out of turn 2. Austin Moore is just going to give it to him. He said, go ahead, I am not getting my nose in any of this mess. This is the battle for 7th. Jim Coleman'sberger, Tyler Myers, James Bryan, Matthew Huntsaker, who can capitalize. As you see there, Jim Coleman'sberger applying a lot of pressure to these guys. As we get back up here towards the front, Hayden almost has a second lead over Kyle Heath. Honeycutt sitting strongly, P3. Kyle doing everything he can to run down Hayden. Is he gonna have enough time or what? I'm interested to see how this shakes out. You see there, Jim Comensberger gets by Tyler Myers. Now Tyler Myers about to be under attack from Matthew Hunsaker. As these BKN drivers look to have a solid top 10 finish of the night. As Dakota gets by Matthew Hunsaker, slides up in front of Tyler Myers, gets it to stick. Now as Dakota looks to take P8 from Matthew. As Dakota looks to run down Jim Comensberger there. If and when he can. As Tyler Myers gets by Duran Carver, now looking to apply the pressure to Matthew Hunsaker, get Matthew to slip up, get a bobble there. If and when he can. Give you a thorough rundown here of next week. These guys will be at Texas. So these boys will head to Texas next week. The new Texas, not the Legacy. So every point counts. As we slowly close in on 34 laps to go in the BNR Xfinity Series. As you see there, Dakota trying to run Jim down. That damage might be messing with his arrow a little bit. Not able to keep the speed up to run Jim down. .92 of 125 in the books. Long race for these boys. It is good, so they get used to each other. And see there, Kyle Heath, as we're watching the ticker, slowly but surely reeling in that 56 machine. As the 56 pulls away, going into turns 3 and 4. Who has what it takes? Who can get it done here tonight? Slowly closing in on 25 laps to go. Not too sure if these guys do have to pit again. We'll find out. As you see here, Dakota is still trying to close that gap into Jim. Oh, as Dakota hits the wall. Getting tight off of turns 2. That will allow Hunsaker to close that gap in. 5 more laps will be closing in on 25 to go. As you see there, Dakota ever so slightly trying to run down. Oh, Jim there doesn't have enough. Matthew Hunsaker closing in that time to Dakota. And in case you're wondering, tune in to the BNR Racing Network again tomorrow at 8:15 p.m. Eastern as SRU takes on their final race of the season. Those boys are great. Come on out, support them, give them a watch as the final 5 duke it out for a championship at the final race of the season, which is Homestead. So come on out and watch. See what they're all about. They are still recruiting for the Truck Series, so. And their new season of the trucks won't kick off until the new year, so you see pit stops are coming. So, oh, Jacob Carter gets tight, hits the wall behind Jason Adams. Jason Adams also scrapes the wall there. That might do some aero damage to those cars. We'll see how they handle. Closing in on 25 laps to go. Does Kyle Heath play the strategy of pitting a little earlier to get that lead back from Hayden? Or will he come down the same time as Hayden comes down? You see there James Sellner making his pit stop. So that will be their final pit stop before the end. As we come back up here. Gene Coleman'sberger, Matthew Hunsaker, Brandon Moore all pitted. Now we have Larry Blair making his pit stop. Jason Adams making their final pit stop. Who can do it on strategy? We'll just have to find out and see. Coming to 25 laps to go here tonight. You see Brandon Moore looking to get by Zach Deuscher. That is what those fresh tires do come in handy for. You see Richard Johns now making his final and last pit stop. As we hit that 25 laps to go, we are closing in to the end here. As you see Josh Small hanging on the quarter of that 20 machine of Jacob Carter. As you see there, Tyler Myers makes his last and final pit stop of the night. Who else is going to get risky and who else is going to pit? You see there Honeycutt now making his pit stop, final and last pit stop of the night. Oof. You see Zach Deuscher coming in. That was about risky. Oh, as Justin Steves hits that wall there. Tyler Myers with a 17.3 second pit stop. Probably a little mishap on pit road there. You see Jacob Carter now making his pit stop. Duran Carver now making his. You see Austin Moore just pacing around, still getting used to those new wheel settings and just turning laps. It's always good to turn laps, get used to the car when you're not too familiar with it. Larry Blair. Impressive run tonight by him. As you see there, Honeycutt back out on track. As you see there, Philip Bridgman making his pit stop. It is still down to the wire as we see here. Between Kyle Heath, Hayden, and Justin. Question is, when do these boys come in to pit? If and when they do. Does Kyle put this time to go off track? But as we see here, I do believe now Hayden is going to stay out. Kyle Heath now makes his pit stop. He's going to try to throw a strategy into the play here. As Brandon Moore getting by Joe Stite. Solid run here tonight by Joe. As you've seen there, Sellner looking to get by. As Honeycutt gets back on the lead lap. Same thing with Kyle Heath. Joe Stipe is now making his final pit stop of the night. Is Dakota going to play strategy or try to do the best he can to save every ounce of fuel that he can? Sitting comfortably P2. Austin Moore making his final pit stop of the night as Dakota and Jason Adams here. Jason Adams on the freshies. Dakota is going to let him by. Dakota is going to save every ounce of fuel that he can. Behind Jason, you see here Larry Blair looking to get by Dakota there. I thought he was pitting. That's maybe why Larry jumped to the top. But maybe not. Just have to wait and see here. You see Austin Moore back out on track. Larry Blair looking to get by Dakota. Hey man, I'm on freshies. Just please let me by and we'll be golden. 18 to go. Here tonight you see Jacob Carter now getting that run. Dakota doing everything he can to fuel save, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. As we get back up here with Zach, so Brandon Moore, Zach Deuscher, James Sellner, Jim Coleman-Springer all trapped a lap down, and Matthew Hunsaker. As you see there, Hayden now makes his pit stop. As you see here, this battle is for 5th place. As Brandon Moore is going to let Zach Deuscher go ahead and take that spot away. As Josh Smalls and Philip Bridgman battle it out for 16th position here, as they are both still 1 lap down. You see Philip Bridgman gets by him. Now they are back on the lead lap. Honeycutt leads that pack by almost 3.5 seconds, as Tyler Myers looks to get by Joe Stipe if and when he can, but Joe Stipe said, no sir, I have a better run than you. Even though I am a lap down, you can hang out there and we'll be good. And you see James Bryant there. A solid top 10 tonight for him. Closing in on 15 laps to go. As Honeycutt gets by Josh Small. I do believe that might put him 2 laps down here tonight. Ooh, as Joe and James Bryant make a little contact off of turns 2, going down that backstretch, headed into turns 3 and 4. Joe is just trying to let James know, hey, got a little bit more faster tires than you, looking to get by. As these drivers slowly close in on 14 to go. Jacob Carter there. Comfortably P13 at the moment. With Dakota right there behind him. As Dakota looks to get by Jacob Carter. A lot of Chevys in that top 10 pack, and maybe about 3 Fords, so that's just like real life. But a little bit less Fords, I do believe, and more Chevys, but that is that. As you see there, Jacob Carter looks to get by Jason Adams. "13 laps to go." Does Kyle have what it takes to run down Caden? As you see there, Josh Small now pitting. Oh! Contact between Jason and Chris. "11 laps to go." Coming to that 10-lap mark. Can Kyle close that gap in here tonight? I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. As you see there, Honeycutt gets a little bobble off of turns 2. As Brandon Moore sitting comfortably P5. As Hayden and Kyle go at it. Excuse me. For P2. As these boys slowly close in on Honeycutt there. That gap is closing quick. Can Hayden get to his teammate? Is the question. Oof. 3 wide. 9 laps to go here tonight. Philip Bridgman ends up going 1 lap down. As you see, Hayden closing in that gap as Honeycutt looks to get by Larry Blair the best that he can. This could be the pass for the lead. As Hayden looks to hook the outside lane to carry all the momentum to get by Honeycutt. As Hayden gets by and secures the lead. 8 laps to go here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to 7 laps to go. As Kyle tries to get through lap traffic here, the best that he can. Oh, gets tied up into the wall there. That is going to lose some time. As Jim Coleman'sberger comfortably P7 at the moment. Six laps to go here tonight. Kyle Heath, Larry Blair, Philip Bridgman. Josh Small on the freshies, looking to get by Philip Bridgman there. 5 laps to go this time by. As Hayden has a almost second and a half lead over his teammate. Let's see what that looks like. Four laps to go here tonight. I think you can throw the top 3 in a blanket, and that's what it's going to be here. Unless a magical caution comes out, that will be the only way. 3 laps to go. As Hayden, Honeycutt, Kyle, Zach Deuscher, Brandon Moore, James Sellner, Gene Kommelsberger, Matthew Huntsaker, Tyler Myers, and James Bryan will round out your top 10 here tonight. 2 to go. You might as well say Hayden's got this race wrapped up in a bag. As he comes to take the white flag here tonight for the Michigan 250 from the BNR Xfinity Series. White flag is out. These drivers survived 250 miles here tonight. That is outstanding. Final lap here. As Hayden looks to enter turns 3 and 4 one last time. As Jacob Carter unfortunately falls 1 lap down here tonight. Luck wasn't on his side, that is for sure. For the first time here tonight, Hayden, the rookie, comes in and dominates and locks himself into the playoffs with that win. What an intense race here tonight. Hayden, Honeycutt, Kyle Heath, Zach Deuscher, Brandon Moore, Jim Kommelsberger, James Sellner, Matthew Huntsaker, Tyler Myers, James Bryan is your top 10. Wow. What a fantastic job here tonight. As you see here, by a 3-second margin to victory. As we allow him to burn it down. as the teammates finish 1-2 here tonight. Great run here tonight, that is for sure. As we'll go ahead and talk to our race winner. Hayden, you got a copy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
How's it going, bud?
It's going really good. It's going really good.
Well, a long run strategy worked out in your favor as your other competitors were pitting a little earlier trying to beat you on that strategy, but unfortunately it just quite didn't work. Teammates 1-2. Awesome job to see it. Very long race. Why don't you go ahead and tell the fans who were watching about what you thought of the race tonight, how that car was, and pit strategy between you and the teammates, and all that other great stuff.
Yeah, the race was actually really fun. The car was, if you were back in traffic, it was kind of tight, but up in clean air, it was so much better, and it was pretty balanced, and I really liked it. That second to last pit stop, it put my teammate Ryan back a little farther. He missed his box, and it cost him some time. So he tried to short pit and see if he could gain a bunch of time and hold me off at the end. And I pit as late as possible, and it brought us home 1-2.
Yes, sir. Next week is the new Texas. I know a lot of people don't like the new Texas, but I find it fun. And a lot of us are used to it anyway with doing officials. What's going to be your strategy going into Texas?
It'll be a fun race. It's gonna be that track kills tires more than you would think, and track position will also be important with the dirty air. So hopefully we can keep the number 56 Napa Batteries Ford Mustang out front with Madigan Motorsports and my teammate Ryan Honeycutt next week.
Yes, sir. Awesome run tonight, sir. You locked yourself into the playoffs once again. Awesome job. Love to see it. As coming in as a rookie, I know it was pretty tough to maneuver the lap down traffic, but you did. But you had no problem doing that, so that's always a good thing to see. You are going to be a fierce full competitor in there. I see it already. You'll get other drivers to drive a lot more better than whatever. But anyway, there, Mr. Hayden, awesome job tonight. I do believe you have the most laps led, so those are additional bonus points for you. So, always a good thing to see. Any shout-outs or anything you want to give?
No, I'd get my butt kicked back at the team Discord if I didn't mention the boys back at the shop. They put together a really good race car today, and I just cut myself with a pocket knife. But they put together a really good race car, and we put it in victory lane. I need to go to victory lane. That's what I need to do. But yeah, they brought a really good car.
Yes, sir. Well, all right, bud. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to talk to your teammate here. Awesome job tonight, bud. Go out, go celebrate the first win of the season, of season 3, and hopefully see victory lane a lot more.
I hope so. Thank you very much.
No problem. Honeycutt, you got a copy.
Hello?
Hello?
There we are. I got a copy.
What is going on, sir?
Just, finishing second like normal.
Oh, that's alright. Good start to the season. As your teammate said there, you had a little oopsie going into the pit, slipped past your stall, which probably would have made you capitalize in this race. But once again, we talked before. It's good to see you up there hanging out in the top 5 all night. Maybe a little scuffle in the back, but why don't you go ahead and tell these folks who are watching how that car was all around, even though we said this before, but it might have switched as it gotten cooler, and the overall thoughts of the race tonight.
Well, like I said, I missed my pit box on the first green flag pit stop. So to make up that time, I had to drive a little bit harder than I had been. And it built a little bit more loose there than it did the first time. So I kind of enjoyed that, and I was able to make up all that time. And since I was loose, I didn't really lose it as my tires wore. But then that second time, I pitted before everyone else to try to get another jump on them, and it worked a little bit, just not enough for the win, unfortunately. But I got a little bit tight towards the end of that race, and I couldn't keep the front end going straight. But overall, it was kind of, I mean, it was fun to drive. It's normally these things kind of get a little bit tighter, just a little bit too loose. It kind of just kept you guessing, and I enjoyed the guessing, and enjoyed the green flag runs.
Yes, sir. Next week is Texas. What's going to be your strategy going into Texas?
Don't hit the wall.
Yes.
No. Probably follow Hayden. I don't really know. I don't like Texas, but I don't know. Just keep good points going. Be there at the end, like I was today. Just have a car that where I could have won. Just want to be there, ultimately.
I heard that, sir. Well, congratulations on the P2. Any shout outs or anything you want to give before we send you on your way?
Gotta give a shout out to the boys back at the shop. They put together a great race car, two great race cars, I must say. And just people that watch this, you for putting it on, Kayla for letting me race and not getting mad at me, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, Bud. Fantastic job here tonight, P2. I do believe you did gain some additional bonus points with leading laps and all that other great stuff. So, looking forward to see you next week and hopefully maybe bring home in victory lane.
Yeah, appreciate it.
No problem,
See you
Ryan.
next week.
Yes, sir. Last but not least,
Oh,
Mr. Kyle. I know I caught you in a bad time.
yeah, you did.
How's it going, sir?
Going pretty good instead of being in a winner's circle. Other than that,
A very long race, I do assume. But
I'll enjoy long races.
oh, so do I.
I freaking love it.
It was good. Strategy almost worked out in your favor. But I don't know if you were listening before. Ryan did have a little slip up on that last pit stop. His teammate did say he did slide past his pit box, but still managed to gain enough time. Well, Mr. Kyle, here you are, P3, which we're used to seeing you in the winning circuit. But hey, top three is always better than being dead last. Ain't that right?
Yeah, well, from where I started, because I came in literally right at the grid time, honestly, and
Yeah.
I didn't get any practice, so I started in the back. I mean, I worked my way up to the field at the beginning of the race, and I mean, even the top three feels like a win, though.
Oh, absolutely. I would take it any day. Good points tonight. Anyway, to those who are watching, give them a thorough rundown of how your Xfinity car was dealing with the traffic from the start to about the end and the difficulty, if there was any, maneuvering around lap down traffic.
From the beginning, I was just trying to figure out what the car was going to do. I was just saving my stuff a little bit, just trying to figure out what my car had. And I guess probably after about 10 laps into the race, I think we had a caution somewhere around there. Before we had that first caution, that's whenever I started getting on it. And I was passing a couple of cars, taking my time. But I mean, once I got up close to the front, it was harder and harder to pass somebody. And that Honeycutt and I forget the other dude's name.
Hayden.
Hayden, yeah. Those are pretty fast fellas right there. I was
Yeah.
trying to save my stuff and trying to get around lap traffic. I mean, you know, they held their line. I mean, I couldn't ask for more, you know.
Yes, sir. A lot of these guys know Honeycutt from the officials, so they all brought him to my attention. Hey, look, Ryan wants to join. I'm like, all right, great. That's fantastic. Always good to have new drivers and quite a
I think I've
few.
raced, I think I've raced against Honeycutt a few times in the officials.
Yeah, you might have,
If I'm
because
not mistaken.
yeah, that's where a
Because
lot of
that
people.
that name that name looks familiar.
Uh huh. But yeah, that's where they all know him from. Quite a few of them. They all got me and said, yeah, tell them to come on in. But anyway, hell of a run tonight, Kyle. That is for sure. I do believe you did get some bonus points. I don't know if you led a lap or not. Not
No,
too sure.
I didn't
Okay.
get lead one.
Okay. Well,
They
anyway,
wouldn't
sir.
let me. First and second wouldn't let me.
It was close. It was close. You came close to the lead in the lap, but either Hayden or Ryan kind of niche in the fanny and took that away from you. So.
You know what I'm talking about? Close
Uh,
that last pit stop,
mhm.
dude. I'm surprised I didn't get black flagged because I came in there with a head of steam, and I just knew I was going to get a black flag. I'm surprised I didn't because I was so fast coming in the pits. I locked my rear brakes up. I mean, it was so close, but
Yes, sir.
it wasn't close enough because I couldn't quite get second.
Yes, always coming in with a head full of steam. Sometimes will do you good, sometimes won't. It doesn't never like me. So that's that. You must have had the luck here tonight, which is awesome, which is great to see because you know and I know we have a habit of coming in a little bit too fast and then we get shafted with that black flag for too fast entering, which always
Yeah,
happens to the best of us.
I was giving her all she had.
Yes, sir, and you did a hell of a job. That is for sure. Starting about towards the back and worked your way up to a P3. Anyway, if you are here next week, we are at Texas. I know you're familiarized with Texas,
I
not the
wish
old,
Texas.
the
Is the
uh,
legacy or the new one?
the new one,
The current.
the
Okay.
current. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If I'm able to race, you know,
Mhm.
Thursday nights
It's
it's
rough.
it's a tit for tat for me
Mhm. Yeah.
because family wise, you know,
Oh, absolutely. Family always comes first. Always remember that. Absolutely. But if you are there, what will be your strategy going into Texas? Because we do know you're the tire saver king and sometimes fuel.
well, I mean, racing like any other racetrack, you know, race the track pretty much. Don't race nobody else, just race the track. I mean, that's the only thing you can do. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
certain drivers, you know, you can race against, but other than that, you're basically racing the track.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no explanation to it. You just if racing is racing, but the main thing is you're racing the track and racing your own car, racing your own race.
Oh, yeah.
Unless
Um,
it comes down to a green white checker, then you're actually racing to everybody else.
exactly. No, you're absolutely correct. We know we've done that before. But anyway, Mr. Carl, let you get back down there with Larry. But before we do that, why don't you go ahead and give your shout outs for the night?
Well, heck yeah, I'll give a shout out. Everybody here. Pretty good race, you know, other than those first couple of cautions we had, you know, that's understandable. First race of the season. You kind of get the cobwebs out, you know, and we've got newcomers and, you know, old comers. And shout out to you, Brian. Pretty fun league, you know, pretty good broadcast. I always enjoy going back and watching broadcasts. And I give a huge shout out to my team, at BFR Motorsports, Larry Blair, and Jason Adams. And my painter, he don't really race with us too much over here, but I enjoy all his paints that he gives us. And a big shout out to my wife. She holds his household together.
Amen for that. Um, anyway, I want to say good luck tomorrow, sir. I know you are running for the championship. Tomorrow night in the trucks, I do believe it is Homestead over there in
Oh yeah.
SRU. So I want to wish you the best of luck over there. I will be there, so I'll try not to pull you in the booth, give you that commentary curse. So that's what I avoided tonight, so I didn't do it. So
It's all good. It's all good. It ain't gonna bother me now. Long as it's not one to go for green, then I'm
exactly.
good.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't do that. But anyway, congratulations, Kyle. Good luck tomorrow. I will be there, so wish you the best of
Yep.
luck. Go out there.
And I look forward to seeing you Sunday.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
Talladega.
yeah we at Dega.
Yes, sir. I'll be out there. All right, brother, man. Be good. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Oh yeah, you be there Saturday too.
And I'll be there Saturday. Yes.
Never mind. I won't be there.
Exactly. I was gonna say I don't think you're gonna be there. The following week maybe I'll run into you.
Now, if there's a tickle of the fancy for me to be able to buy that track, I might get it.
Yeah.
But it's very slim and done.
All right, there, Mr. Kyle. I'm gonna get you back down there with Larry, and then we'll catch up in a
All
few.
right, buddy.
All right, brother, man. Be good. Well, that will do it here tonight from the BNR Xfinity Series. What an outstanding race this was. Couple of early cautions early on. Want to thank all the new guys that came out tonight and all of our current drivers that we have from past 2 seasons. Awesome job to see you guys out here. Still doing what you're doing. Still shaking those cobwebs off for being off for a month. But check in tomorrow night as myself goes ahead and broadcasts the final race of SRU's truck season. As you saw there, Mr. Kyle Heath is a contender over there, a strong, fierceful competitor over there in SRU. Let's give him some cheers, and maybe he can do it. Jim too, my teammate here in the BNR, and the Cup and the Xfinity. Always good to brought him on board here. Hell of a driver, hell of a competitor. Same team with Brandon. Same team with everybody here. Richard Johns, Matthew Hunsaker, all these guys. Love them all. Couldn't thank them much for showing up. But I just want to wish everybody out there tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry about earlier. I know earlier I didn't have my mic on for some odd reason. That was where I just got informed about. Not even a quarter way through, but that's always good to know. But I want to thank you all tonight for tuning in, and y'all have a safe night. Hug your loved ones closer, because you never know. Until then, be safe. See you guys tomorrow. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching it, and stop on in tomorrow night at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on the BNR Racing Network. Good night.